Hello, welcome back to yoga. Today we're going to do a very energized practice. So we're going to focus on sun salutation. We're going to just, as a basic posture, or series of postures, sequence, and then build on it. And hopefully it'll give you some, creativity in terms of how you could build your own practice. So let's start with coming to the front of our mat. Let's have our feet about hip width apart. Spread your toes far as they can from each other. And we're just going to start with inhaling our hands up, really pressing in. So feel really strong in your legs. And then as you exhale, folding down. Press into your feet, draw your knees up, engage your legs, and bring your chest down. If you can't reach and it's too much of a strain, you can bend your knees to come down. But I really like the idea of engaging your legs fully and coming down, and then keeping your back nice and straight. So from the side, it kind of looks like this. So my legs are really, really strongly engaged. The other option, if you don't want to engage your legs, is to bend your knees and let your chest fall against your thighs. So from here, we're going to inhale, come up, and again, create a nice straight back as we look forward. And then fold back down again with our hands beside us. If you can't reach your hands down, bend your knees. You can come onto your fingertips. And then the first version we're going to do is just extend our left foot back behind us, coming into a lunge. And then we'll extend, I'm going to do this on the side. And then we're going to extend, press into our hands really strong. So feel that nice lunge there, and then draw the right leg back. Coming into a plank. If that's too intense, draw your knees down, and we're going to come all the way down. Do a quick little back bend, elbows back, pelvic floor engaged. Curl your toes under, and then press up and back into downward facing dog. We're going to step our left foot forward again. And then our right foot forward, engage the legs or keep them bent if you're doing that. Inhale up, straight legs, straight back and then fold back down. Inhale your hands up, reaching up towards the sky, and exhale back down. So let's do that again, and we're going to switch to our right leg. So inhale up, legs strong, exhale, folding down. Inhale, engage, nice strong back. Exhale, fold down, planting your hands, stepping back with your right leg, or your opposite leg. And then stepping with the other one, coming into a small plank, knees up or down, and then folding down onto the floor. Come up to a back bend, pelvic floor engaged, and then exhale, press back into downward facing dog. And take a couple deep breaths here. So let's hold in our downward facing dog for a second. If this is your first downward facing dog, if you didn't do a warm up, then what I'd like you to do is lift your heels up and press into your toes and engage those legs. So nice strong legs, and tilt your pelvis. So rather than rounding out your back, let's tilt our pelvis back. So this is nice and straight. With our legs engaged, then slowly lower your heels down so that your back doesn't move. If you don't get your heels down, that's okay. Keep them up. Wait until a few downward facing dogs later to see if something's changed. Like even right now, I've only done a couple today. I'm not able to bring my heels down unless I compromise, and then I'm rounding out. I don't want to do that. Keep my legs nice and straight. Let's step to the front of the mat with that same leg, so probably your right leg, then your left leg. Inhale up, straight legs, fully engaged if your legs are engaged. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, folding down. So now what we're going to do is we can play with this and add quite a bit. So that's sort of the basic sequence, and you can add lots to that and modify that however you need to. But let's add even more to intensify it. So let's inhale our arms up. One thing that you can do is you can do a side bend. So you can come over to your left, really engage your legs, lift up and away from your hips, and then inhale back up. Come over to your right, lift away from your hips, arms are engaged, legs are nice and strong, and then inhale back up. Exhale, folding down. Legs are engaged. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands. You can step back the way we did before, or if you feel comfortable, you can hop back with both legs right into a plank. When you're doing that, you really want to engage your lower abdominal muscles, and then lift your knees towards you, and then back. Shoulders are nice and strong. You can stay here in a plank. If you're in plank, your legs are engaged. So even if your knees are down, you can sort of engage your pelvic area. If your knees are up, press out through the heels. Let your legs be really, really strong here. And then you can lower down. Let's do it with our knees down for this one. Inhale, coming up to a small back bend, shoulders back, pelvic triangle is engaged. And then exhale back into your downward facing dog. Lift your heels up, legs nice and straight. Legs are engaged, and then slowly letting them walk. The heels come down, just to the point where you keep your hips nice and tilted. Arms are really engaged. Everything's really engaged in this posture. And then when you're ready, you can bend your knees, and we're going to either step forward again, or you can hop if you hopped back. So knees in, and hop in between your legs. Engage your legs, look up, lift up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come all the way up again. Exhale, hands down. Let's add something to that, actually. We'll stay on this side. So another version that we often see in our sun salutation is, let's do this. Let's come into a squat, Uttanasana, I think. So press into your feet, and then bring your hips down, so you're squatting down. Keep your knees so that they're not going past your toes. Nice straight back again, draw your belly in, and inhale your arms up. You can have your arms up, parallel. You can bring them together, but to figure out if that works for you, bring your palms together and then just lift up to the point where it feels best. So this is how far I would go. So when I want my arms up like this, it feels best to have them parallel and not touching. So this is a lot of strengthening that's happening right now. To come out of this now, we're going to exhale, straighten our legs, and then start to bend forward. Engage our legs, exhale. Inhale, look up again. Exhale, down. If you want, you can jump back or step back to your plank, and then lower down. Knees down, take a little back bend. Draw your shoulders back, breathe here, and then exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. So keep your legs really engaged. Again, check to see if your heels want to come down on this one. Maybe they don't yet. And then look forward if you want to hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, look forward, exhale, fold back down, and then inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down. Let's add a lunge series to that then. So let's inhale up, exhale, folding down. Inhale, look forward, exhale, down. Stepping or hopping back to plank. And keep your knees down for this one again. Lower down. As you exhale, inhale, small little back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. For this one, let's bring our right heel angled. So bring your right heel in towards you so your right foot is angled about 45 degrees forward. And then step your left foot in between your hands, however far it can go. If you can't do that easily, Bring that right knee down and then step forward. So we're going to come into our warrior one posture here. So for this one, we're going to press down really firmly into the front leg. The back leg is engaged and we're going to lift up. But remember, we want to have that back hip angled forward. So you might want to move this left foot over to the side a little bit. So you get a lot of opening. So the hips want to be parallel with the front. Lots of engagement, belly in, strong core, and then lift up. Same thing applies here for the arms. So for me, it feels better here. Let's take a deep breath here. Feel that energy in your body. And then exhale, pressing down. Lift that back heel up. Move the foot away and come back into plank. You can go right into downward facing dog, or you can come down onto the mat as you exhale. Inhale up, and then exhale into downward facing dog or child's pose, whatever you feel best. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So let's bring the left heel in, step the right foot forward. I always have to move this hand to get it over there, or you can put the knee down to come up. Press strongly into the leading foot, strongly into the back foot, angle the hips forward, and then draw your belly in, shoulders back, inhale up. Take a deep breath here. And then exhale, hands planted. You can step back. And then again, either go right into your downward facing dog or come down. Inhale up and exhale back. Take a few breaths here. Check your heels. How do your hips feel? How does the backs of your legs feel on this one? Arms are engaged. Thumb and index finger are pressing down. Shoulders rolling out. Legs are engaged. And then inhaling, hopping or stepping forward to the front of your mat. And coming back down. Inhale, back up, and exhale, down. Come to the front of your mat and just take a couple breaths. And then if you'd like, you can continue on doing that same sequence. You can add the warriors that we just did. If you want to vary it up, so you could do warrior one for one time or several times, and then the next round you can do warrior two. So from that same posture, same position of downward facing dog, bring your foot forward. The back heel, for this one the heels are aligned, and then you can just windmill up to a warrior two. You're going to repeat that on each side. You can also do warrior three if you're familiar with it, where you bring your foot down and then you're stepping up and coming into a version of warrior three. So whatever feels best for you. So play with that, enjoy your sun salutation, and have a nice energized practice. Namaste.